Hello, trading has closed on the 4th of October, 2023. As always, we'll start with our disclaimer. We'll go over our calls, make some predictions. It's my trading plan for tomorrow, which is October 5th, 2023. I have personal business tomorrow in the afternoon. I'm not certain I'll actually be risking any money myself, since I won't be around to watch what'll happen. But I'll go over the indicators I see. Well, yesterday was an ugly day. We had much higher targets from MEJT. We said if we didn't get down smartly, they should print. We had a required target, 42.37.18, which printed. And we had some optional targets of 42.37.05 and 42.58.49. They printed, and there were support resistance levels. So that worked. This is a reminder of what we said. Today was the early high pattern. Tomorrow has the early low. We got a sell signal from MEJT in the afternoon. Even though it was a rally day, the target was hit. Note the support between these yellow lines. And there's nothing from the system as far as tomorrow is concerned. Well, we're approaching support from the 200-day moving average. Ideally, that shouldn't break if we're in a bull market. And since my definition of a bull market is a market advancing to new recovery highs over a rising 200-day moving average, and that's what we have. And this average is moving up, moving down in a straight line to it. It's pretty hard to get through that. This is what's called the Fibonacci grid. You ignore spike lows like this, take this low, this high, you can see all the hits you get. Nice hits, and you can see how yesterday we hit right to the 61.8%. It's Fibonacci support. Doesn't have to hold, but you'd see from the chart it's held many times. And if it does hold, it wouldn't be unreasonable to go up to the 78.6 line, which is in the 43.80s. That certainly doesn't have to happen, but there is support here. The next target I have, if we continue higher, but it certainly isn't a lock, is to overtake this high and targets 42.89.25 at support resistance. Typically, when you have a wall with a gap like this, that'll fail. You'll go over this high, and typically you'll stall there. It'll be resistance. But if you break through it, that becomes support, and you can go much higher. Of course, we haven't gone over that yet. We might not. If we continue higher, that's the next level I'm going to look for. Well, tomorrow's pattern has the early low regardless of where we open. Typically, it's a rally day. It has a high in the final hour. If it's a weekday instead, we should see more weakness in days to come. Sentiment indicators remain compatible with a decent low here, and there's support from the Fibonacci grid. If early weakness can be avoided, that's something we won't know until tomorrow. But if we can avoid that, I think we have a shot at the 42.89.25 cash target. Other than that, I don't really have a clear plan for tomorrow, even though I think we're in the area below. If the Fibonacci grid's going to work, this low really should hold. So it's the pattern with the early low. Tends to be a rally day. Avoid early weakness. Should see. Well, it's not a requirement we see this price, but it's reasonable to think we'll see it. If this is our close. All that rally managed to close over highs and even over a bunch of prior lows, it's actually positive action. It's a rally which accomplished something. As long as you're accomplishing something and you're hitting higher highs and higher lows, the trend is your friend. So it's a pattern with the early low. We can avoid early weakness. I think we go higher. And that's today's call.